In a reaction, the reactants will slowly get converted to what? Products. So reactants concentration decreases. See this graph. Can you see my cursor? Cursor కనిపిస్తుందా అందరికి?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See, the reactant concentration decreases in a reaction as a reaction proceeds. What will happen to the product? Why it decreases? Because there is a formation of product in a chemical reaction. Therefore, the product formation increases. Since therefore concentration of the product increases and concentration of the reactant decreases as a reaction time proceeds. So whenever you write the rate of a reaction, how you have to write? This is the mathematical expression for expressing the reaction rate. Change in concentration of the reactant or product by change in time. So generally we represent with concentration term with a square bracket. See here that, and change is represented with this derivative here, mathematical expression. So rate of reaction of A. A is what? A is a reactant here. See this equation here. A, B are reactants. Okay. Number of moles are, A is the number of mole for the reactant A, B is the number of mole, small b is the reactant B, and C or D are the products. So how do you write the mathematical expression for that? Rate of a reaction is equal to, what is that definition? Change in concentration of A. And we all know that A is a reactant here. So you have, since reactant concentration decreases as the reaction proceeds, you have to indicate that with decrease in concentration with minus sign. And change is indicated here with a derivative term here. D by dt is a derivative. Derivative means was change. And A, square bracket lo A is there, na, that indicates the concentration of A. So what is the mathematical expression now? Rate of a reaction for A is equal to minus D by dt A. Or rate of a reaction in general ga ela rastamante, it is directly proportional to the concentration of reactant terms. What are the reactant terms here? A and B. See, A and B. You have to draw this diagram when rate of the reaction is given, and then you have to write these mathematical expressions. Now see the units for rate of a reaction. Change in concentration. Concentration ki m units untai? Moles per liter, right? By time. What are the units for time? Generally seconds or minutes will be there. So you have to write like this: moles per liter per time. Time means you can indicate by minutes or seconds. Okay. Similarly, rate of a reaction when we are expressing for the second reactant B, same expression minus D by dt concentration of B. If you are expressing the rate of a reaction term in terms of products, you have to indicate positive sign here as products concentration increases. Therefore, you have to indicate positive sign. Here you are indicating minus sign. Why minus sign? Because there is a decrease in the rate, decrease in the concentration of the reactants. Therefore, minus sign. Okay. So in general, if you are writing the rate of a reaction, if you are writing together all the rate of a reaction for the above equation, so this is the equation. Okay, this one. See here, the coefficient terms becomes like this. It's 1 by A, dA by dt is equal to 1 by B, dB by dt is equal to minus 1 by C, dC by dt is equal to minus, not minus. Here plus sign should be there here. Ikkada plus sign untundi. Thanks. So, rate law. What is rate law? According to rate law depends on the law of mass action. According to it, rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactants raised to the power of their coefficients. Suppose, see here, this is a chemical reaction anukuntam. There X and Y are the number of moles for A and B. If you are comparing this with a mathematical expression, then X and Y will be the coefficients. So according to rate law is a law where the rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactants. What are the reactants here? A and B are the reactants, right? And what are the powers here? Ikkada coefficient enti x kada. So that x coefficient will become here power. Okay, see here for B, what is the coefficient y kada? Y will be the power for this concentration B. So according rate law is the rate of a reaction that is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactants. Here A and B are the concentration of the product of concentration of the reactant terms raised to the power of their coefficients. So these are raised to the power as indicated in the chemical reaction with the coefficients. Okay, that is rate law. So factors affecting influencing rate equation is also an important question for the short answers. So what are the factors? Anybody please read out the screen. Factors. Yes, girls. Please, anybody read
Yes,
out.
ma'am. Factors.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am. May I?
Yes.
Factors influencing reaction rates. First, concentration of the reactants, reaction temperature, pressure, solvent, light, catalyst.
Okay, these 6 are the factors that can influence rate of a reaction. First factor is the concentration of the reactants. As the concentration of the reactant increases, there will be many molecules available for the colliding with each other. So there will be many collisions, and so many reactant molecules can be converted to products. And it is also evident from the rate law of rate equation. Rate of equation is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactants. So rate of a reaction increases as the concentration of the reactant increases. Next comes temperature. What will happen when we increase the temperature of a reaction? Generally, how a chemical reaction occurs, can anybody tell? When the reactant molecules collide with each other, they form a new product. If the collision is a fruitful collision, then there is a formation of a new product. So when we increase the temperature of the reaction mixture, many molecules, the kinetic energy of the reactant molecules increases. So they just travel very faster within the vessel, reaction vessel. During this faster movement of the reactant molecules, they collide with many molecules of the same reactants. So many molecules after many collisions may lead to fruitful collisions, that is leading to the product. So as we increase the temperature, the reaction rate increases. Generally, if you see this expression here, generally in most of the cases, what will happen if we increase 10 degrees temperature, the reaction rates mostly doubles or triples. Okay, you have to write this equation compulsory. Okay, got it? Kt is the normal reaction rate at normal temperature, and Kt plus 10 degrees centigrade indicates the increase in the temperature of a reaction by 10 degrees centigrade. For each 10 degrees centigrade, in most of the cases, it was found that reaction rate doubles or triples. Okay, you have to write this mathematical expression. Now, pressure is also directly related to the rate of a reaction, as the rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the pressure. Generally, the pressure in a kinetic gas theory, pressure means what? Concentration. As rate of a reaction is directly proportional to concentration, and concentration means what? More number of reactant molecules, means there is a lot of pressure. So increase in pressure also increases the rate of a reaction. And effect of solvent. And solvent also, nature of the solvent, it's also exhibits its own character on the rate of a reaction. These are not very important. Effect of solvent and effect of radiation, you can skip these two. Next, see the effect of catalyst. Generally, whenever a factors affecting rate of reaction is given, you have to write concentration, pressure, temperature, and catalyst. These 4 are very important. You must write all these 4. So catalyst, I think you all know, whenever a catalyst is used, it increases the rate of a reaction by providing a different reaction mechanism. See here, this is a graph. See here, this what do you call this curve indicates the reaction rate of a reaction in the presence of catalyst, and the solid line indicates the rate of a reaction in the absence of a catalyst. So whenever a catalyst is used, the activation energy of the reactant molecules decreases. So many reactant molecules enter into the reaction, giving rise to products. Since activation energy is less here, this is known as the energy difference with these reactant molecules, and the minimum amount of energy that is required for a reactant molecule to enter into the reaction is known as activation energy. So every reactant molecule should have that much of activation energy to enter into the reaction and form products. So in the presence of catalyst, this is the dotted line you can see. So this and this barrier is known as activation energy. Without catalyst, this barrier, see here from the center to the bottom here, and this position indicates here products, and this position here indicates reactants. It should be there. It is not there. Please write down in your notebooks. This energy level indicates reactants, and here it indicates products. So this is the activation energy required for a reactant molecules to enter into the chemical reaction, get converted to products. So whenever a catalyst is used, it provides a different transition pathway, and it decreases the reaction. It increases the reaction rate. This you will study in detail in the final year enzymes chapter. Next, order of a reaction. What is order of a reaction? Can anybody tell? So order of a reaction is generally, it is given by experimental studies, not by simply seeing the reaction. For example, see this reaction and tell me the order. Can anybody tell? So you cannot simply tell the order by seeing this chemical reaction. Okay, you have to know this by doing only experiments only. So whenever you do experiment, and if you see that if the rate of the reaction is enhancing by increasing the concentration of this reactant, suppose like this, rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant, then the order is of a reaction depends on this reactant. So order you can say that as 1. Okay, now see the other example. See here, there are 2 reactants in this example, A and B. And if the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of A as well as concentration of B, and if you see the number of moles, how many, what is the coefficient here? Nothing is there. That means only 1. See here, 1. You have to indicate that number of moles as the power of that concentration term. Here for B, it is also 1. So you have to take order of the reaction is equal to sum of the powers of both the concentration term. What is the power of A here? 1. Power of B? 1. That is equal to 2. Order of the reaction is 2. There are few examples where even though if you are having 2 reactant molecules, suppose A and B, I am telling one more example. Suppose 2 reactant molecules are there, but if the reaction rate depends only on the one reactant, suppose A only, it does not depend on B, then you have to write the order as 1. Okay, you cannot simply tell the order by seeing the chemical reaction like this. By seeing this, you cannot tell that is the order of the reaction is 2. You have to carry out the experiment. You need to know this equation. Okay, you have to know this equation to write the order of a reaction, not this equation. Okay, for example, I'll tell you one example. There is a ester hydrolysis. In ester hydrolysis, can anybody tell what are the reactants? Ester hydrolysis. Okay, I will go to the top. It is there, I guess. See here. Can you all see this reaction? What is the reactant here?
Yes, ma'am.
This is ethyl acetate. Okay, ethyl acetate is the ester here. So you are using water here. Water is a solvent. So what are the reactants? Water and ethyl acetate. This is ester hydrolysis example. You are carrying this in the presence of acid catalyst here. So how many reactant molecules are there? 2 reactant molecules. But if you see the experimental studies, the rate of a reaction depends only on ethyl acetate, but not water. Okay, because water is used, since it is a solvent, it is used in a plenty amount. The rate of a reaction does not depend on water. It will not change. If you want this in detail, you can go back to your second year, third semester book, and you can see the ester hydrolysis mechanism. You can see that the slower reaction, if you see the mechanism, there are two steps. The slowest steps involves this ester group. So whichever whichever step involves the molecule, in mechanism, the slowest step, the molecules which are involved in the slowest step, the reaction rate depends on that molecule only. So in this example, the reaction rate depends only on ester, but not on water. So what is the order of this reaction? What will be the order of that reaction? Are you getting my point? The rate of
Yes,
a reaction
ma'am.
is
1.
directly proportional to the this one, ethyl acetate. Okay, there is no water molecule in rate equation. So what is the order?
1.
1, yes, order will be 1. Although there are 2 reactant molecules, but the order of that reaction is only 1. Such type of reactions are known as pseudo first order reaction.
First order.
Okay, let us take the first order. We have time. Okay. Pseudo first order reactions antaru vaatini. So you may also get this type of question in the short answers, like what is pseudo order reaction, pseudo first order reaction, give an example. So you have to give that example, ester hydrolysis, and you have to write why it is pseudo first order reaction. Okay, now let us see the first order. What is actually first order reaction? Anybody? It is already there on the screen also, it is already there. What is first order reaction? In your syllabus, you have only 2 reactions, first order and second order. First order reaction ante enti? What is first order reaction? Okay. See the definition here. First order reaction means if the rate of a reaction, if the order of the equation reaction is 1, that is first order reaction, right? First order. First order means first means what? 1. Order means you know what is the order of definition. Just now we have seen it. If the order of the reaction is 1, then that is first order reaction. Or if the rate of a reaction depends on the concentration of only one reactant, let us see here, one reactant, then that is also a first order reaction. See here, A is giving rise to product and rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of A. So what is the power of A here?
1.
1. Therefore, order of the equation is rate chemical reaction is 1. Therefore, this is first order reaction. So you have 0 order reactions also. In our syllabus, you don't have 0 order reactions kuda untai. 0 order ante enti? If the rate of a reaction does not depend on the concentration of the reactants, any of the concentration of the reactants, then that is 0 order reaction, where order is equal to 0. Those reactions are also there. So here, as I told you, rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of only one reactant, that is first order reaction. Here we have taken this example, A is giving rise to product. So concentration is indicated always, you have to indicate concentration in square brackets lo chupichali. And change in rate means what? Rate ante enti definition? Change in concentration of reactants with time. Okay? Change in. All of you write this definition and these equations and just take out your notebook. Madam, Japandi. Sorry girls, it got disconnected. So today what you do is you learn all the definitions. Okay. First, order of the reaction, rate of the reaction, and factors of influencing rate of a reaction. Can you hear me? Is my voice audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, ma'am.
What do you do is you have to learn all these definitions. Tomorrow I'll complete first order and second order both tomorrow. Okay. Before that you have to know these definitions.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. I hope you all are having textbook. If those who are not having textbook, please go to the Google Classroom. All this material is available there. Okay. See you tomorrow.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.